Hello all. Today we will be discussing on the digital micro environment, digital macro environment, pestle analysis, national factors, global factors, and role for cyber policy and digital commerce policy. So when I talk about digital micro environment factors of a business include the factors in the immediate area of operations. Let me share my slide with you all. Okay. So micro environment factors of business include the factors in the immediate area of operations like customers and consumers, competitors, organization, market, suppliers, intermediaries. So following factors are considered in understanding the marketing elements in the digital marketing context. Business contribution, marketing outcomes like what proportions of leads, sales, service contacts occur online, then customer satisfaction, customer behavior analytics, site promotion like how effective are the different promotional tools such as search engines, emails, direct marketing. Okay, so these all things are included in the digital micro environment. When I talk about the digital macro environment, digital macro environment is the condition that exists in the economy as a whole, which consists of six different forces. Which are the six different forces here? Demographic force. Okay, demographic forces, economic forces, political forces, natural forces, ecological forces, socio-cultural forces, technological forces. So the macro environment can be affected by the GDP, fiscal policy, monetary policy, inflation. Then it can be affected by consumer spending capacity, employment rates. So these all things are included in the digital macro environment. Digital macro environment. So in the next ones, we'll be talking about pestle analysis, national factors, global factors. Okay. So pestle analysis is what do you mean by pestle analysis? Pestle analysis is a framework to analyze the key factors, that is the political, economical, sociological, technological, environmental, and legal influencing factors on the organization from the outside. Followed? So these factors have significant impacts on a business operating environment, positioning opportunities and threats to the company and all its competitors. You followed? And all its competitors. Now, what is the political condition of the country you are planning to operate in? And how it will affect your business or industry you are dealing in. What is the economic condition of that area and what economic factors can affect your business? How impactful is the social and cultural conditions in that area and how it will cause impact on your business? What are the possible technological inventions? What are the possible technological inventions that might come up in future and what effect it can have on your business are the things which needs to be studied. What are the legal formalities when it comes to legal? What are the legal formalities that you need to take care and its implications? What are the environmental conditions of the area and which can be handled, and how it can be handled, and what is the effect of that on your business. In addition to this pestle analysis, it also should feed on the SWOT analysis, and as it helps to determine the threats and opportunities represented by the macro environmental forces that the organization usually cannot control. So both things needs to be analyzed. You followed what I mean to say in that? Next, I will be discussing on the roles of the cyber. One second. The role of cyber policy and digital commerce policy. What is the role of cyber policy and digital commerce policy? The policy must be carefully devised and strike the right balance between business requirements and security needs. Followed? The use of internet for research, of social networks for communications and relationships building, as well as the possibility of tapping remotely into company resources and working on the various possibilities, all realities of today's business environment, and overall the restrictive documents that impairs the use of these resources would be the detrimental things to the ability of staff to be productive to the fullest, is all what is considered in that. And at the same time, however, it is important to recognize what are the most important mistakes, the common mistakes user makes, and how to better protect the network from the vulnerabilities and the risk due to their actions are taken care of, which needs to be understood. So an essential part of a company's cybersecurity program is the creation and implementation of a workplace security policy, a document that outlines all plans in place to protect the physical and information technology assets. Information technology assets. In fact, a policy includes a set of rules, instructions, and information for companies, end users, and guests, aiming at ensuring a highly secure, reliable, and a compliant digital environment. So clarity is also one of the important aspects to be considered. Now, cyber law in commerce by definition is any transaction conducted over the internet or through internet access, comprising the sale, lease, license, offer of delivery of property, of goods, services, of information, whether or not for consideration, and includes the provision of internet access. Followed, so global perspective of in the global perspective of digital marketing. What do you mean by that? So global perspective of digital marketing is the use of internet, mobile services, social media, search engines, and other channels to reach customers globally. Think local, and act global. So 5 Ds of digital marketing are the digital devices, digital platforms, digital media, then comes the digital data, and then comes the digital technology. So which are the 5 ones? Digital platforms, digital media, digital data, digital devices, digital technology. So top realistic ways to promote your product globally is one is leverage the power of storytelling. Story sells products. Second, use local influencers to build the product awareness. Third, advertise in both ways. You advertise in offline mode, you advertise in online mode. Partner with established businesses in your target market and have sponsor events. So 5 tips for marketing to an international audience. What are these 5 tips? 1, start with cross-cultural competency. Understand regional laws. Customize search engine marketing based on local usage. Optimize site design. Adapt social media for various languages. Differentiate your offerings. Branding is also very important in that. And look where your current customers come from. Look where your current customers come from. Followed? Next is strategies for building a strong global product brand. What are the different strategies for building a strong global product brand? Develop products with a focus on human interest. Develop products with a focus on human interest. Create singular focus and consistency budget. Create singular focus and consistency. Budget should also reflect priorities. Okay. Example, Apple Inc. strategy is predicated on consumer loyalty. Let me share this digital micro environment I had shared with you, right? Apple Inc.'s strategy is predicated on consumer loyalty and positive association with the brand. Thus, the company expands its distribution to effectively reach more customers and provide them with a high quality sales and after sales support experience. Followed? You followed what I mean to say here? So in this, I discussed on various topics. In all the 4 sessions, I covered the contents of digital marketing and its role in the global context. Then difference between the traditional and digital marketing we covered, how omni-channel marketing strategy is effective in business. I discussed, right? What is digital marketing environment, global perspective for business. So in my next session, we will cover the topic on applying segmentation, targeting and positioning to digital marketing. So with this, I end the session. Thank you.